a lot to do. The culture of snitching has a lot to do with 6ix9ine and like Sammy the Bull and a lot of these other like high profile guys, and they're just out there nowadays. And
I just think they got representation. I don't think they're the reason. Like I don't think nobody saw 6ix9ine. Well, I could tell too, or Sammy, but I do think there's way too much love given to them about. Like, oh, Sammy's a gangster. It's like, no, Sammy's a snitch.
Sammy's a snitch, homie.
He's not a gangster. He's a gangster if he'd have went and did his time for his crime.
I think this is a thing too a lot of time with people who snitch, right? They still want to keep that gangster plaque up there, right? Yeah. And when you were a gangster, and especially when you're that like high up in the mob, you're getting all that recognition. Everybody knows you're a made man, you're this, you're that, right? So you got that plaque. But yeah, the minute you snitch, it's like
they fucked it up.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, it's like you could have been paying your shit. You could have an 800 credit score.
Yes,
yeah. 800 credit score, greatest credit score. You missed 30 days late on one payment. You got 13 credit cards, all perfect. 30 days late, that motherfucker 610.
Yeah, but that's not 30 days late. That you did some fraud. You didn't pay anything. That's
30
like
days, motherfuckers hammer you, man. And I don't know, man. I don't. It's just weird, dog. It's a weird space. I don't get it.
The world's changing, and that's why I tell young guys, just don't even get in that game, homie. Because I say this: you're gonna go with a carload of homies, 5 guys, and you're gonna go murder somebody. One of the fools gonna snitch
for
on you.
Sure.
Straight up,
for sure.
One of them fools gonna snitch on you, homie.
For sure. But I don't want to blame Sammy and them or 6ix9ine or none of them. I think they just now became something we saw publicly, and it was dope. Like, I'm telling you, I look at the comments, and people be talking about Sammy, they're like, Sammy just did. Sammy's a rat.
Sammy's
like
a
real rat. Like,
certified rat.
And he was speaking, like, talking, and I'm like, don't get me wrong, I think of some of this stuff, I'd be like, yeah, but you told. The one thing that you could have did to truly prove your gangster shit was rolled out and be a man, and you didn't, and now you walk around this motherfucker, and I got into it with my manager about this shit. He had him on his podcast. I'm like, why the fuck would you be talking to this rat? But he's a civilian, so I ain't get it. But they was like kind of like glamoring over him, like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, I would have been disgusted. I'd be like, motherfucker.
Do you think that hinders us a little bit? Like with me, if 6ix9ine were to call me, hey Gil, I want to come on your podcast, I'd be like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, anybody else would be like, bring him on. Yeah. So do you think it also hinders us that we still, somewhat live by that code?
The irony is, there's a lot more people than you could imagine that still believe in being a man. Sometimes it does feel like a lonely road, but it's not.
Right.
It's not. Everybody just not as vocal as we are about it. But you'll see motherfuckers like, and it don't be like, because they not street. Big Boy not finna do that. Big Boy ain't no motherfucking gangster that power with a silver. Big Boy like, nobody likes a rat.
No, at the office. We were taught as young kids, don't tell on your brothers. Yeah. Don't tell on your sisters. That was implemented when we were kids.
If you at the office cubicle and somebody told you stole a stapler, motherfuckers in the office gonna be like, oh, rat ass.
Yeah,
nobody likes it. The police don't like. Fucking police don't even like a snitch. They love getting information, but they be like, oh, snitch ass, bitch. In they mind, police. One of my homies right here, homicide detective. We been street racing since I was little. He older than me. We been street racing forever. This motherfucker's a street racer. He's a fucking police, right? So he be like, yeah, don't fuck with him, old snitch ass nigga. I be thinking to myself, this nigga help you solve your case. Like, nobody like a rat, dog. Nobody like a rat, dog. Nobody.